Today's exercise, we're going to clone Digital Marketer. Now, go to your ClickFunnels account, add a new funnel. We're going to call this collecting emails. Then we're going to call it digitalmarketer.com. Digital Marketer rebuild. And we'll call this FunnelHacking. Build funnel. Now we'll start off with a blank template. We'll build this from scratch. So let's scroll down and find a blank template. We'll use that as our opt-in page. Now, a website is like Lego blocks. It's made of sections, rows, headlines, subheadlines, paragraphs, and call to actions. That's what we teach our customers, and that's the model we follow when we build funnels for our customers. Now I'll go ahead and hit edit page on this, and we'll start rebuilding digitalmarketer.com. So the first thing I want to do is I want to create my rows. My rows are going to be full rows. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. So I'll go ahead and add a new section, call it a full width section. Move it to the top, and I'll just go ahead and clone it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll start with the header. So let's go back up to the header. We have some icons, 1, 2, 3, 4 icons, and 2 links here. So I need to create a row with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I choose the 5 row, now in my Photoshop, if I switch screen, scene 2, and I'll add a background. So let's choose this background color. Could make it a little darker. Okay. And I'll put top padding 0, 0, but I'll leave 5 for now because it gets a little complicated. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4 icons or images. We could actually just use these images here, but I'll make my own icons for that. And we have 2 links up here. So what I'll do is I'll try to section this out so I have room for my sections. And for now, we'll place icons here. So let's choose a home icon, a call icon, and something else to replace these buttons here. Now typically these could just be images for custom images, and your graphics designer would have to create these for you. But again, Do My Site templates are designed with only ClickFunnels elements, so it makes it really easy for anyone to edit a template. So I'll go ahead and edit this. So let's make this blue. Let's make the size a little smaller. And let's just make this one a home icon. Right? Really nice. So here we have it, home icon. Let's edit that to make sure there's no top margin, centered, everything looks good. So I'll clone this, move the second icon here, clone it again, move the third icon here. Let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4 icons. Clone it again, move the fourth one here. So for this one, I'll call it a chat icon. Chat. And do we want to change the color? Let's change the color so a little more brownish. This one, let's make this one a phone icon so they could call you. And what else we have? CC and S, training. So let us choose a different icon for this one. Let's maybe choose something random, like a computer screen. And let's also change the color for this. Let's make it green. Now we have two links over here, about and support, very small text. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a navigation for this. So navigation, I'm gonna edit this navigation. I'm gonna position it to the right. Okay. What I'm gonna do is go in here, about us, support. So about us, support. Go to here. I want only two links to show, and what I want to do is make it as small as the digital marketer has it. I'll make my font heavy gray. Boom, there you have it. So what we need to do now is edit our row and remove the height so it's as close to the border as possible. And that is it. We could edit this and put a little top margin, but it's not needed. Let's save this page. Let's call it rebuild digital marketer by do my dot site. Here author is do my dot site. Okay, save it again. Alright, the next step. And guys, if you're watching this video, be sure to leave a comment for us in the live feed or share and like the video. All of that helps us promote what we're doing. So let's create this hero section. Nope, actually let's create our menu section. So we need a logo and we need a nav item. So I already have my section. I'm just gonna add a row. Oops, so I can't add a row. I have this error here that ClickFunnels does this sometimes where it doesn't show me my layouts. So what I do is I save, I exit, and I edit again. Now I could add my two rows now, two columns. Now the first one is going to be an image. So an image. So we have this is typically an image for a logo, but for our rebuild purposes, instead of going out through the Photoshop creating a new logo, we'll just use a text logo with an icon, which ClickFunnels, you could do that in ClickFunnels very easily. So the first thing I want to do is I'm just gonna add a header. That'll be my logo, and I'll add another navigation. Okay. Now over here I'll put digital marketer. Take a look at our website, all caps. So I'll make that all caps as well. Create offer. So what we're doing here again is we're taking inspiration from digital marketing and we're creating a clone. So you see everything is possible through Limelight, through ClickFunnels. So I'll go over here and I'll choose a gear. And I'll choose this gear since it matches these guys. Now if I go back to my Photoshop, I could do a color picker. Now I'm gonna go to my settings, icon color. That is not the icon color. Icon color. Okay, and I'll make my font a little smaller. Maybe make this one word so it looks a little better. Now what's the menu? The menu is blog, podcast, products, job board, certified partners. So edit this menu here, blog, podcast, products. Job board, certified partners. Okay, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 menu items. Need to go to advanced and need to activate 5 menu items. Need to make sure that it's aligned to the right, and I need to go down here. Let me double check the colors, gray colors. Okay. I'm gonna make my icons gray as well, and I'm also gonna reduce. Let's see the padding. Seems to be good. Seems to be good. Okay. Let me measure my height. 64, 68 height. So I'll go in here, and I will remove my height from this. And I will also remove some padding on the top and the bottom. And I'll go ahead and save. Alright guys, if you're still watching this, just give us a comment if you have any questions, and be sure to share it. Okay, now this is the hero section. So I've already established my first menu. This is a general navigation for other parts of the website. So you could go to the home, you could go to our support, you could call us, or you could go to our members area. I have an about us and a support. I have a menu that's all done through ClickFunnels, a logo that's all done through ClickFunnels, and a menu that matches what we see over here. Now the next thing is our hero image. That's to collect our lead. Now what we like to tell our customers, like I mentioned earlier, each section of the website needs to describe a different unique part of the website. So your sections are selling different things. Now back to what we tell our customers, each section describes one feature of your website, or one benefit, or simply your lead mag. What you need to do is have a headline that describes everything that section contains. So your headline is a summary of your section, and your subheadline supports your headline. And you have a paragraph that's a descriptive paragraph of that section, and you have bullet points, and then your call to action, which is a button or an opt-in form. So this is a nice blue background here. I'm gonna try to remake this. Now we use pixels. I'm gonna search happy people. And it looks like digital marketer has 1, 2, 3 people in the background that look pretty happy. So let me see if I could find some happy folks. How about I put smiling? Okay, I'm not really happy with the photos I'm seeing right here, so I'll make a decision to choose this photo. Now with pixels, very easy. This is the #1 site for graphics. All of our templates use these images. It's royalty-free images that you could download. Just click download. There's no sign up required. All you need to do is search the image that you need to use that best relates to your section, download the image and start using it. So I'm going to go ahead and click download. It's going to open up the image in a new browser full screen for me. The next thing we'll do is we'll go to Photoshop to create a background image that we'll use for this section. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do is to switch to our Photoshop screen. To the live screen. I'm gonna add my background first. So edit the section, background image. Then I'm gonna choose my background image that I just created. I'm gonna upload it. Then I'm gonna select it by add an image. I'm gonna choose the background position as 100% width. Okay, now let's go back to our site. There's a headline or a subheadline, a headline that's different font, so I need to add 2 different font headlines here and a paragraph section. So I'll start off, oops, so my layers don't show again. Let me save this. Let me go exit. Let me edit again. Okay, Now let's continue. So one column, then I want to add a subheadline because it's smaller, then I'll add a headline, then I'll add a paragraph, then I'll add another row with 2 sections for my call to action here. 1, 2. Awesome. Now let's change some fonts. So join the premium online community. I'll use this exact headline, make it a little bigger. Choose my font color. Then for digital marketing, so I'll replace this one here with for ClickFunnels templates. Make this white, increase the headline. Okay, looks like we have a different smaller font here, so let me see if I could choose like Lato or something as a font type to make it a little narrower. Perfect. I'll do the same for this. And then this is my descriptive paragraph. So a headline, a subheadline, descriptive paragraph that explains my call to action, what I'm getting in my members area. Now for this here, what we'll do is just keep the lorem ipsum content. So this is up to you. This is where your copywriting comes in. Okay, now need to make it more readable. So we'll increase the font size of this here. Let me see if I give it a shadow, if that's gonna help. Yep, that helped a lot. I'll also give the headline a shadow so it pops out a little better. Mid shadow, perfect. Nope, stays the same. Mid shadow, perfect. Save this page. Now the next thing I need is my call to action. My call to action is a form field for email address and a button that says get your invitation. So simply I need to just click here, go to forms, input form, boom, and I'm done. Alright, edit. Oops, let's delete this. Let's edit this and let's make sure the input type is email because we want that to work, right? Enter your email address here. It's required. It's always required. Next thing we need to do is input that button. So go in here, click a button. We'll keep it centered aligned. Get your invitation. So get your invitation. Now for color, I'm gonna go back to my Photoshop screen. You're not gonna get to see that because I'm not gonna share that one with you. Alright, I'm gonna add my button color that's very similar to this. Next thing I wanna do is edit this row and make the width a little smaller so it comes together nicely. I want to edit my button. Let's move this here. So edit my button and make it left aligned so it matches up a little better. Boom. Okay, let's go back. Get your invitation, enter your email address here, enter your email address here. Spacing is good here. Maybe we need to remove some top so it's a little closer. Perfect. Next thing we need is learn more with a little arrow that's pointed down. When you click on it, it moves you to the bottom of the page. And I have a feeling our page will work a little better because of the way ClickFunnels jumps sections. So all we need to do is add a new row with one column. Let's add a text paragraph for that. Let's add an icon. Okay, now keep in mind everything we're using here is 100% ClickFunnels. Learn more plus icon. So learn more. Let's make that white. And let's make this white as well, smaller with a down arrow. This one, perfect. Move the top margin. Let's see the margin on here. It's about a few pixels. Let's make it the same. Okay, save page. Alright guys, if you're watching this video, be sure to leave us a comment, share and like. So our main section, so we've already established our first menu, our second menu, our main menu with the logo and the navigation. That is also a sticky. I just realized we'll have to make that sticky. We added our full hero section with our call to action. Now we're gonna add our main benefits. Now the main benefits works like any other section. It's a headline, a subheadline that supports your headline, and each section is the same thing, like every section should be. So your call to action, your headline, a descriptive paragraph or bullets, and a call to action always. So let's create these two sections. So I'll use this row. The first thing I need to do is I need to create the top row. Oh, my rows don't work again, so let me save. Let me go back. Let me hit edit page again. Okay, I create a new row now for that header because it's a single row. And I'll add a new row for our two sections. Okay, now I'll copy this here. I want to use this headline because I want to stay consistent. Consistency is very important, even in your call to actions, your pages. It needs to be consistent. So I'll put a sub headline there and copy this. Number one source for up-to-date digital marketing tactics and strategies. So I'll change this to ClickFunnels. Okay, I could make this a little bigger. Then that actually works. Subheadline. So it doesn't look like a subheadline that they have going on here, but it's actually a subheadline. So headline supporting subheadline. And the subheadline is it actually works. Cool. So I'll add some padding here to this, and I'll actually make this bold to stand out in my version a little better. Now, two columns, 1, 2, for individuals, for teams. The first thing I need to do is add a headline for this section. So, headline for individuals, and I already have the background color for this. Edit, background color this, and the font size smaller. Let's add some padding. Let's see how the padding looks there. Yep, that's at least 5 pixels. Okay, perfect. Now we could make our font white. Perfect. So I'm going to clone this, move it over, and I'm going to go back to Photoshop, and I'm going to do my color picker. So I get my green color. So it's consistent with what we're trying to build. So edit, green. Now replace this here with 4 teams. Okay, what's the next step? Next step is an image. So the actual promotion image. What I'm gonna do here, instead of using an image, is I'm gonna go back to creating this template with 100% ClickFunnels. So I'm gonna use the same type of elements I use for my headline. So I could just simply copy my headline, bring it here, center it, make it a little bigger, add a top margin, remove this. So digital marketer lab, digital marketer HQ. So I'm going to call this unbold this, labs. Is there anything for lab? Okay, we'll just use what they have. Oops, I want to put this on the other side. So icon picker. So there's only an icon for the right side, so we'll just keep it there. I think I could make the font a little smaller, some more space in here. Let's choose a different icon. Let's just choose the thumbs up. Now, descriptive paragraphs. Make this very simple. We'll add a paragraph form, and it looks like it's aligned right. Aligned right. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Seems to be the right amount. Let me cut it short. Now, very important, if I go back to digital marketer, something that's important to note is line height. You know, this is readable. You could read this. If I go back to my original example, it's very clustered. So I'm gonna go back over here, and I could see line height automatic. Okay, much better. Let me see my font. It's a little bigger, so I'll make it a little bigger as well, so it's again readable. I need people to be able to read my descriptive text, especially when it comes in a lot of full paragraphs like this. And the next thing is a call to action, a request invitation, and learn more. So button. And let's match the colors of the button. So let's try to make this button actually look like what they have over here. So the first thing I'll do is I'll change my button theme, because I want a very clean button. I'll go to light button here. That removes everything, all styling from the button. I'm gonna go over here and change my background color to what I need it to be. I'm gonna change my text color to what I need it to be. My call to action is request invitation. And I'll also make my text a little smaller. Now, the radius on this looks looks the same, but it seems like they don't have a border. Border inherit. I kind of don't like how inherit looks, so I'll keep it as this. See my font text needs to be bigger. Okay, perfect. Copy this section here. Copy this here. Edit this to get my color for the button. Then I'll edit this here. What does the button say? Learn more. Then what I want to do is I want to change that to an inverted inline. Nope, not inline, sorry. Line flat. So it's like this button, right? Green. And now we need to go back to settings. Change our background color. Boom. Now we have a green button. Now we need to add our background color for each row. Now go to row, manage. Actually, that's columns. Edit, background color, boom. Now top 0, bottom 10. Let me see if there's a top margin. No top, bottom. Let's make bottom 20. Let's just make it 20 as well on the sides, so there's some pattern on the sides. And it looks like there's a drop shadow and a border. So 10, nope, 5. Edging, borders, full border, 1 pixel. If we can make this super gray. And then let's see the drop shadow at 10. 10, maybe 20. Okay. It's looking real good. So let's review our column settings so we could match it to the other one. So background, I'm just gonna copy this so I can make it the same. Let's go over here. So it was 20, bottom 20 here, background color. I think this was the background color. Okay, go to here, make it 5. Go to background, make it full. Make it 1. Choose this one. And then shadow 20. Okay. Here you have it. Your 2 sections. So 4 individuals and 4 team. Let me save my page. Okay, now for the other section. Now we have our blog section. This is all blog related stuff. It's pretty simple. It has an image and a text paragraph. Now this image here, it has some text on it. What I would recommend for when you're building your websites, instead of putting your text on your images, if you can, use them as headlines. That works better for SEO. So for this section, I need two rows, and 1 row with 1 column and 1 row with 3 columns. So I could actually copy this top section, move it to the bottom in my other row, then read more posts. Delete this section. Now, one row with 3 sections. Let's go. 3. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a default image for these, for the test, and I'll use a paragraph here. So what it is, it's an image, one image, and one paragraph. Image, paragraph. So I'm gonna align this right. I'm gonna remove some of the footer here, and remove some of the top margin. And then I need to add a background to this and every single one of them. So it's actually just white with a drop shadow. So if I go to columns, last 3, edit, what I'm going to do is put a bottom of 10, 20. Then when I go to advanced, I'm going to give it a drop shadow of 20 as well. That looks really good. I'm gonna just give my top 10 so it's even with the bottom. Okay, now I need to do it for all 3. So columns, edit, 10, advance, 20. Okay. Let me double check this one. Let me double check the previous one I did to make sure I'm following the same settings. So 10, 20, 10, drop shadow of 20. (10, 20, 10), drop shadow of 20. Perfect. Over here for column 3, I'll do the same thing. 10, 20, 10, drop shadow of 20. Perfect. So all I have to do is copy my images, bring it here, copy my images, my text, bring it here. Same thing with this one. Now, a mistake a lot of ClickFunnels customers do is not positioning stuff properly. So the little TLC stuff matters, like top padding, margins, colors, and so on. Actually, don't like how these look, so I'm gonna actually recreate images very similar to these here so it looks a little better. So I'm gonna go to my other favorite website, scrollfreepix.com. And then I'm gonna take a screenshot of the size I need here for my images. So I'll just go ahead and make my images this size. And I'll bring it over to Photoshop. Now, what I'm gonna do here is select photos that probably matches this. So the first one is a book. I'm just gonna look for like book. So I like how this looks. I'm actually just going to copy this image without downloading it because that's the one I'm going to use. And I'm going to switch you over to my Photoshop. Switch back here. This second one is like an email. So I'll just probably search email, see what comes up. Again, if you're watching this video, just leave us a comment. Leave us any questions if you have any questions, and we'll be happy to answer them. So email, perfect. Let me see what I got for email. Okay, I actually like this one. So copy this, copy image. These conversions. So let's see our third image. So that's like people. So very basic, not overthinking it. People. And I'm going to use business team avatars. So copy this avatar. Switch you back here. So this email looks like a browser, right? So I'm just gonna do browser. Okay, let's look for a nice browser. Actually, I'll use this one since it has like some pricing. It has a lot more like little elements in it, look a little better. So back. build in again creatives, you'll see the difference from what we're coming from, which is this, to where we want to be. We want to look something like this. Okay, very nice. Images do the work. They're very flat images. So this one is a calendar or schedule. Choose this simple icon again, very flat, very nice. Copy it. So our third image is a heat map, a map, right? Like a funnel. Let's see. Mind map. Let's look for map. Let's use this image here. Cool. Choosing this image because it's flat, has a nice background. Let's go back here. So I'm gonna clone this because that's all we need to do. Let me eliminate all of the margins on top and bottom. Very close. I'm gonna save this and I'll show you the difference when I add these images. So I've already created all of my 6 images. I'm gonna go to upload, gonna go to update, which you can't see, but I'm gonna select all 6 images right away and it's gonna upload right now. Alright, and so I'm just going to select off my first one here, add image, I'm going to edit, select image, I'm going to add this this second one, I'm going to edit image, third one, edit image, fourth one, edit image, which one am I missing? This one, oops, I just added this one, the map, and then last but not least, our calendar. Boom. Save. Awesome. Alright, the next step is that call to action button that says read more on the blog, and it's basically a clone of this top button. So what I'll do is I'll clone this section here, I'll move it to the bottom, and I'll go up to the button that we had already created here. I'll clone this, and I'll drag it to the bottom, the new section right here. I'll delete this one. I will remove my top margin. Then I'll add my call to action, read more on the blog. Save. Alright guys, so here's our second call to action with an icon that has a pop-up video. Let's see this. Okay, so looks like a team, headline, subheadline, call to action. I would add a little text here that says click to play, right? Oh yeah, they do have click to play button here. Good. Okay, so we need to find a background, so let's do team. Let's do staff. Okay, I'll use this image. So I'll download like we did previously. It's a black background. So I'm gonna copy the image. I'm gonna bring you over to Photoshop. I'm gonna okay. Now we're here. This is our section. We're almost done. Almost done. So what I need for this section is a background, a headline, a subheadline, and a video pop-up. So let me go ahead and just add my section first. One. Then I'll add the background. Upload image. And I'll choose my background 2, which you can't see. However, it's gonna upload right now. Then I'll add image, and I'll be sure to make it 100% width. Now what I need to do is add the headline, add the subheadline, make it white, and I'll choose our original Lato font for our headlines. Make this a little bigger. I'll choose our subheadline. And I will change the color of the subheadline, and I will also change the font type to Lato. Oh, it says Lato, sorry. Now what I need is this button to open a video. Now let's go to our YouTube channel to get one of our videos to put there. Let's add a video pop-up. So we need an image. We need a play button image. So just go to our channel to get one of our videos to add the video. So when they click, they could I'll take them straight to the video. But on top of it, we need one more thing. We need a play button that's a PNG. So let's search that in Google. Go to images and let's see what we have. So it's a black on white. They have a white button. Let me see if I can put white play button PNG. Perfect. So boom, I'll choose this. It seems to be a PNG. Do I have a better one? Okay, I'll try this one. I just got it from online. Okay. I need to go to my pop-up. Now this was a pop-up, so it has a thumbnail image. So I'm gonna upload my play button image here, and hopefully this image works. Hopefully it's big enough. If not, we'll have to resize it and make it work. So we have the play button. I'm gonna add this. Well, it's a huge button, so I'm gonna make it 50. See, the button shows, but it's not clear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually have to bring that button into my Photoshop. Right, so I've already saved my button. Let me exit this. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna upload the new button so it's a little more visible. I could see it a little better. Upload. Play button. Okay, now I'm gonna add the image, and you could see it's nice and small right here. It's very clear. I'll make it a little bigger, and I'll grab our video URL that we want to show in the pop-up, and I will put it right here. And that is it. Save. save. So we're almost there. We have one more step. If I do a preview of this page, you'll see how identical it is to Digital Marketer. So this is Digital Marketer's website. This is our rebuild. So I'm going back and forth, back and forth. Back and forth. Okay. Full blog section. Blog section. Oh, I just realized that they had a little black border on the images, and if I added it to my images, it would look very much the same. Okay. So let's finish up the footer. Well, we have a really big footer here. I'm not gonna do this main footer, but I will do the bottom section. So there's a logo, there's privacy policy, terms and conditions, support that's always needed on your page, and closing footer here. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 buttons. Because this is a wide section, one, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So the first thing I want to do is make sure my background color is the same. So I'm going to change the background color. Then I have a logo, privacy policy, terms and conditions, support. So I'll just go to our logo actually and copy that. It's the same logo. Then I'll bring it down to the footer. Change the color to white. Perfect. Now add a paragraph. What do we have? Privacy policy, terms and conditions, and support. Actually, it's more of like a muddy color. Terms and conditions. and support, and our close tag, which is gonna be our call to action, our close with our copyright terms. So this would be 1, 2, 3, address, street, city, state, zip code, and below would be 2017. My site, all its users. Okay, edit this with some of the top margin here. Delete this extra section and delete one last extra section. Save the page. I'm gonna just scroll up to do any funnel touches that's needed. So for example, the space in here is a little too much, so I'll bring this a little closer to the top. Alright guys, so reload. And this is a side-by-side comparison of the pages. Pop-up video. Do my site ad. All right. Alright guys, so let us know if you have any questions. If you find this video in the future, please like, comment, and share. And we'll be having daily videos on funnel hacking tips and tricks to use ClickFunnels. Thanks.